Welcome back to Kelly's Good Vibrations. Tonight I'm going to talk about auras, what they are, what purpose they serve, and how to keep them clear. See you in a minute. So what is an aura? An aura is an electromagnetic energy field that surrounds everybody. Everyone has one. Animals, trees, and many objects have auras. On an energetic level, auras correspond with our chakras and our overall state of consciousness. Each aura is made up of many layers correlating to different aspects of our mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. So I'm doing a breakdown, but I'm doing only 7. There's 7 known layers to the auric field. They're known and actually well defined. When I see the aura, I see many more layers, but for this purpose here today, I'm just going to go over the 7, as I said, because they're well defined. So the first one is the physical aura layer. And this first layer of an aura is diminished during waking hours and rejuvenated when we sleep. It's linked to our 5 senses and overall bodily health. The second is the astral aura layer, and it's connected to our emotions. This next aura layer stores emotional memories and experiences and the imprints from those. The third is the lower aura layer, and this layer is tied to logic and thinking patterns. This is where we spend most of our waking hours. The lower layer is engaged when we're working and studying or focusing on the task at hand. And the fourth one is the higher aura layer. This acts as a bridge between layers. The higher aura layer connects your well-being to the well-being of others. It's when we hold our beliefs, such as self-compassion and selflessness. And then the fifth one is the spiritual aura layer. At this layer, you connect with other people over spiritual matters. Your aura grows and shines brighter when you teach, share, and engage with others on a spiritual level. 6 is the intuitional aura layer. This is also known as the third eye layer, and it allows you to gain deeper levels of awareness. Our sensitivity and intuition is heightened at this layer. The 7th is the absolute aura layer. So this layer balances the other aura layers. It stores all of our experiences, spiritual experiences, and it guides us on our life path. So each level of the aura is believed to be represented by a different color, and the way these colors interact shows how mentally, physically, and spiritually dynamic we are. For instance, some levels may be brighter when we have positive flowing energy, whereas others may be dull if we're feeling sad or sick. And also, the colors vary depending on where you are in your life. The colors change. Oftentimes, depending on where you are in your day, the colors change. As I see them, the aura is not just 1 or 2 colors. It is very many colors, and they all are kind of clear. It's difficult to explain because they're not like colors from like a crayon box, and they are transparent. Like, as I view them, I can still see you through the energy and the colors that are around you. So spiritual advisors, aura readers, energy practitioners, they're able to interpret the aura colors around you. So for me, if I were to see turquoise, predominantly in one area. This is a dynamic person. This person is naturally organized. If I were to see green, I would know that I'm sitting across from a healer or someone who feels very connected to nature. Whereas if I saw red, I would see, a passionate, vibrant person. Um, I know red, I've read a couple aura books, and red tends to come off as like an aggressive, sometimes angry color, but I very rarely see red that informs anger. At least that's not the way that I interpret that color. So, how do you read someone's aura? I get asked this all the time. It's difficult for me to answer that question because I have perceived auras. Some of my first memories were of that. So, I never really had to develop the ability to see auras or colors or energy. My issue was developing the understanding to be able to interpret the colors. So, but I'm sure it takes practice, and I know it's all about sensing the energy field around another person's body. So, you sit across from someone and you start by focusing on how you feel in their presence. Just inhale and exhale deeply with the intention of just tuning into them. And while inhaling and exhaling, pay attention to the physical sensations in your body. How are you feeling? Do you feel calm, irritated, nervous? Next, work on enhancing your peripheral vision. Since we primarily use our central vision, it may take time to develop that. So to heighten our sensitivity to light, one technique we can try is to focus on one spot for 30 to 60 seconds. So everything is energy, and we're all made up of it. Auras are one way of knowing what our energetic state of being is. So to start seeing colors, have someone stand a few feet in front of a blank white wall. And while softening and slightly squinting your eyes, look at the wall behind the person. And with practice, you'll start to see a color outlining the body. And the key is not to focus too directly on the person in front of you, but using your peripheral vision, you can start to see color and light arise around the person. The energy that surrounds us impacts how we perceive the world and feel about ourselves, how we view the world through our individual life experience imprints. This energy contains data, information that not only affects us, but can be picked up by people who enter our space. Often when we're not mindful of keeping ourselves and our energy clear, we can pick up energy which attaches to our auric field from people and places we come in contact with. And this occurs to an even greater degree with empaths and highly sensitive people. Luckily, it's fairly easy to clear yourself and then to keep yourself energetically clear. So, sound therapy. I highly recommend sound therapy. It has changed people's lives. I'm a personal witness to that. So sound therapy is the use of resonating objects that use specific tones, frequencies, and vibration that match like each natural vibrational tone of our body to directly balance and clear blockages that stimulate our healing. So the body is made of energy vibrating at different frequencies in our aura, chakras, meridians, and the vibrational medicine is based on the belief that illness is the result of the body's original harmonies being out of balance. Not just like physical illness, but spiritual, emotional, all kinds of imbalance. And the principle behind this is that the cellular absorption of healing sounds will wake up the cells and reharmonize them, deeply touching every part of our body, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I highly recommend playing the 963 and 1111 frequencies. These offer very powerful cleansing frequencies. And the beauty is that you don't have to do anything. You just sit, close your eyes, and allow the frequency to wash over you, naturally clearing any energy off of you that might have attached itself. I always say I consider people to be like human dryers. You know how your dryer, when you use it, it attracts lint, and you have to keep the lint off your dryer. What I see when I look at auric fields and I clean them off is it's so similar. We've got to, it's normal that because we're living in this reality where there's energy everywhere, it's normal that some of it's going to attach to us, but we don't have to live lives with energy that doesn't belong to us, attached to us. So the frequencies are very clearing. Now, occasionally I will play a sine wave, and it's like 40,032, 4032. These are very high pitched sound waves. You only have to do it for just a brief burst, maybe for like 10 or 12 seconds, and that'll clear off your auric field, boom, very quickly. So also, to bring your mind, body, spirit back into balance, meditating for 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes a day, is so beneficial. It's an excellent tool for emotional healing, and it can be practiced anywhere if you're only doing it for 10 minutes. So it allows you to stay present and set intentions for what it is you're doing right now. Like, I'm setting my intention, I'm closing my eyes, I'm doing deep breathing, and I'm just allowing all the energy that doesn't belong to me to be released. Shower or bathe in salt water with some clearing essential oils. I have for cleansing the auric field, I have a spray that I use, and it is peppermint, sweet orange, and neroli, and a little bit of bergamot essential oil. And it's mostly it's mostly water, distilled water, and I do my salt scrub, and then I'll spray myself with, did I say peppermint? I do put peppermint in there. I spray myself with that in the shower, and then I let it wash off of me, because sometimes peppermint can be irritating to the skin. You can do it with the neroli and the sweet orange and the bergamot, without the peppermint if you're concerned, but peppermint is so clearing. I hate to not use it. So, but that's really good. And then you imagine like the energy leaving your space and floating down the drain to be washed away. Positive affirmations work in the same way, in pretty much that same way, to wash away negative energy and attract positive energy into your space. So since auras are to our energy, cleansing the aura is a form of self-care. Affirmations weave into the conscious and subconscious mind to help us rewire our limited belief systems. So through repetition, those affirmations and these and positive beliefs replace the negative ones and become part of who we are. So if you want to start using positive affirmations to change the way you think, you visualize. So there's a simple visualization exercise you can do to help balance the layers of your aura. One of the most simple yet effective techniques is to envision that you're inhaling white. It's a beautiful white healing energy. And when you exhale, you're exhaling like a smoky or a brown or a black negative energy out of your body. So the white represents light, love, wisdom, and the black represents fear and the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So those are some really good, quick things that you can do anytime during the day to keep your aura clear and more balanced. So energy is everything, and we are all made of energy, and our energy is sensitive and affected by many factors. Auras are one way of knowing what our energetic state of being is. And there's no denying the mind body are closely linked, and the aura is believed to be one representation of this connection. So learning about your own aura and reading the auras of others can take time, and while it's not an exact science, it's helpful to become aware of your energy, how it affects you and those around you. So I hope that was helpful. I wish you love, light, and a beautiful day.